Good day, everyone. Yes, today I just want to talk about the child education plan, and I just want to explain what it works for you or what it does for your child. And then, as you can see here, I've got a timeline of a child from who's let's just say 0 to 18 years, and then yeah. So now let's talk about before we can do something, we have to realize the problem. So what is the problem? The problem is realizing that at some point, by God's grace, your child is gonna get to the age of 18, whereby they are going to decide whether they are going to school. I mean, today we have children that are influencers, we have children that are on YouTube and are making a fortune out of it, but then it's only a number of them. Some or most of us still have to make it through education. So when they get here, we have a problem of, are we gonna have enough fees to pay for their accommodation and also to pay for what? For their fees, so that in the near future they could be someone. So another problem is when a child gets to the age of 18, it's that age where they wanna start they wanna go to school, learn something, to be something. And then when they go to school, they already have an idea of, I wanna go to a particular university. For example, University of Cape Town. University of Cape Town. Or maybe tax, maybe vets, maybe Varsity College where I studied, and maybe an FET college. What else? I've mentioned maybe a traditional, no, a technological university. By that, I'm referring to the likes of TUT and VUT. And then when children get to this age, there are some that are gonna get bursaries and some NEFSAs, and some they will have to get it from their parents. So like I said, the problem is after 18 years, but you might find that your child is still 1 year old. So now the probability that your child is gonna get a bursary, a NEFSAS, student NEFSAS, or you have to pay, that we do not know. Therefore, if we see the problem there, if we see a problem there, we have to address it, because we have what? We have 18 years. Or maybe a child it's 12. It means now to address this problem over here, whether you do not know your child is gonna get a bursary or is gonna get a NEFSA student loan, or a NEFSAS will pay for their fees, or you might have to pay for their fees. But one of the things that I don't want us to do is, after 18 years, when we realize the problem, we then decide that I'm going to, let's just say, S Bank, because S Bank, I want to go to S Bank, and at S Bank, I want to go what? I want to go borrow money, so that my child, mind you, a child goes to school for a period of 3 years, so that my child can go to school and have a future. That is a what? That is a problem, because this is a problem that we have after 18 years. But if you are here, there's still what? There's still a plan. And then that is where I come from. Going to S Bank to borrow money is going to say, because S Bank knows that, okay, you know what, January, the parents are frustrated for the problem that they should have resolved from year one. So the problem, after they realize that, okay, these people have to borrow money, what are they going to say? They're gonna say, we're gonna hit you, they're even going to advertise and say students loans. But then what does a student loan come with? A student loan is not like a bursary. A student loan, it's not like a NEFSAS, national, it's not like NEFSAS. A student loan is not like when you saved up for your child's fees. A student loan is going to be a lump sum that's going to be paid onto your child's fees, which they will have to repay back. And another thing that we have to look at is there is going to be what we call interest on what? On the student loan. And then that is a catch. But then this is the problem that you will get after 18 years of your child living. So what is the most important thing that we have to do forward? We have to do a planning for a what? For our child, because you have a child, and then at some point in the near future, whether they decide to be an influencer or whatsoever the case is, when they get to this age, something has to be done for them to be doing something. So now a plan is what is a solution to the problem that I might have after 18 years. And then what I like is the fact that you have 1 to 18 years. So which means in a year you have 12 months multiplied by 18. Let's just find out what the number is, and then I am then going to, so now you can multiply 12 by 18 to solve this problem over here. You do not have to wait until your child gets to the age of 18 so that you can help them. So guys, just hold on, I'm getting a calculator so that I can calculate this very quickly. Okay. Multiplied by 18. So it means now you already have 216 months to gain what? To gain the interest instead of paying interest. So now guys, the problem that we have as a society, as in terms of planning, is the fact that we want to get to the final end and then go back. What I mean by that is, instead of planning forward, you are planning backward. I mean, instead of gaining interest, what are you? Instead of gaining interest, what are you? You are going to be paying interest. Instead of, I've finalized, I don't want a loan anymore. What are the people going to say along the journey? No, I'm going to wait until he gets to varsity. And when he gets to varsity, boom, the child wants to go to UCT. They pass with the flying colors, and now the child needs flight, the child needs accommodation, fees have to be paid, and the child still has to eat. So do you think as bank is going to have enough money to give you? Mind you, you are paying interest. We're looking at 12.5%. So instead of gaining interest, are you going to go that way? Now your child is at varsity, you are also aging, and then now you still have a loan that you must still pay back, which is a student loan. That we can avoid, but however, we can start with the student plan, whereby, for example, I'm just giving you guys an example. According to today's numbers, a child should at least have the minimum of 74,400 rand. That is going to go to their fees, accommodation, pocket money, and everything. That is the minimum amount. So now if you have a child, maybe they are 2, maybe they are 3, maybe they are 0, maybe they are 12 already and they're still 6 years. How much have you then saved? And after 6 years, are you then going to say, I'm going to S Bank to borrow money and pay interest, or from 6 years going forward, am I going to do a child education plan for what? For my child. So now there's Q's, frequently asked questions, FQAs, whereby somebody says, what if my child then decides to become an influencer? And they decide not to go to school, am I going to get my money? The answer is yes, you are going to get your money. Okay, what if something happens to my child and they die? Am I still going to get my money? God forbid that. Yes, you are still going to get your money. And then another thing that I have to also address is the fact that yes, the money will also be taxed, but then one of the things that you have to be aware is you will never get less than what you've invested. So now let us work with the calculations. There is our minimum plans start for 500 Rand. So just take this multiplied by 12. It's going to be what? It's going to be 6,000 Rand. And then multiply this by 18. And then that it is going to give you 108,000. The good part with investing with us is because we're going to make sure that the investment is going to beat what we call inflation. So basically what I'm saying is the 108,000 after 18 years should still buy what it used to buy while the child was still what? Was still 1 year old. So guys, the sooner you start saving for your child's education, the better for them. So I want you guys to take child education plans seriously. So guys, I'm still going to upload another video whereby I'm going to explain the importance of having a life policy. So I hope you enjoy this. So if you need child education plans, please call me. My number is 076 706 4218. That is where you find me. If you feel like, hey, you know what, after 18 years, I think when my child turns 18, I'm gonna have a problem, you are then going to engage with me and say, Ishmael, let us solve the problem ahead while we still have time. Because the problem that people keep on making is the one they had 18 years, and then after 18 years they want to solve. It's like you had 18 years, and then after 18 years you had a problem for which you had this problem for 18 years, and then after 18 years you are then going to want to settle that problem in like a year, and then this is where you are going to fall. You will have to go to S Bank, and then S Bank is going to say, yes, we do all this, and then they charge you interest. But then mind you, you could have solved this from day one. So mind you, you can have a child who's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe they're in matric, and maybe they're in grade 9, 14 years. So now it means you have 4 years. But it's better than not. It's better than what? It's better than not doing anything. So these are the plans, these are the estimations, and one of the things that you will love with working with us is we're going to beat inflation, and then we are also going to grow your money. There's going to be interest. So instead of paying interest, you are going to receive interest for what? For your child education plan. So guys, this is child education plan explained as a whole. Like I said, the problem is here, but the planning is there. The solution to the problem starts over here in what we call the planning. Okay guys, please do have a great day, and I hope you did enjoy this video.